Hello world, Cossy here with day 5 of Cosmas, and today, thanks to everyone who has been following me on Twitter and on Facebook, it's going to be the very first ever episode of Ask Cossy. Now, I put out some messages earlier in the week saying that I was going to be doing this and that I wanted some questions from you guys, and I've got quite a few questions to get through, so thank you very much to everyone who sent a question in. I'm going to try and get round to answering as many as possible, so let's get going. Okay, starting off with some questions from Facebook. First question is from Andy Begg, who asks, well, a very, very simple question really. What's the meaning of life? 42. If I need to explain that any further, then there's a problem here. The meaning of life, 42. There we go. Nice and simple. Next question is from Dan Galvin, who is a big fan of the show. Hello, Dan. And it's a long question, so I'm going to have to obviously read it out to you. Here goes. Cossy, if I was perhaps know a girl who wished to make her happy this Christmas, but it would involve a gift that would possibly offend her family indirectly. Her father's quite backward thinking. How would I get her something that wouldn't make her father shout at me about the gift that I gave his daughter? P.S. Try not to say anything stereotypical. She's Asian and her father gets annoyed by stereotyping. Now, obviously, for those friends of mine who are Asian, I know stereotyping is a big thing, especially if you are Chinese. So I'm going to stay away from Asian stereotypes in this situation. Thanks, Dan, for reminding me I should do that. Here goes. Basically, you want to get this girl something special. You don't want to get this girl anything shit. Shit is not what this girl wants. You want to get her something special. But it's something that might offend her family. So you need to cover it up somewhere, somehow. The best thing to do is you need to find some sort of box or chest that only she can open. So you're putting this not shit present in her chest. This chest that she is going to receive. And she's the only one that can open it. Therefore, her father thinks, oh, what a lovely sort of boxed gift you're giving to my daughter, and you get to give her it in the chest. You know, she gets what she wants, you get what you want. It's all happy families all around. Hope that's helped you out there, Dan. Another question from Dan Galvin, and that is, Cossy, do I now win at life? Well, let's just check your character sheet. I see you've got some high stats. You also get a +10 bonus for now being single. +10 bonus for being involved in internet comedy with other people who are on the internet. All decided by a roll, so we need to roll off. There's that D20. Score very highly. You now win at life. Congratulations. Another long question, this time from Danny Ball. I'm just going to look it up on my iPhone so I can read it out to you. Right. If a jelly baby wasn't an inanimate object and was able to eat like any living creature and it chose to eat jelly, would said jelly baby be a cannibal, or would it be similar to a human eating a monkey? Well, first of all, you're talking about a jelly baby. Obviously, it's a living creature, so it's obviously evolved. So it has thoughts and emotions and feelings, and obviously a need to eat. Whereas the jelly, which it evolved from, very much in the same way we evolved from apes, is obviously not the same creature. It's not a cannibal. Just like we wouldn't be a cannibal for eating a monkey, and in certain parts of the world, monkey brain soup is a delicacy. So no, of course, this highly evolved jelly creature that you speak of, eating jelly which it evolved from, that is not cannibalism. That is basically the jelly baby sustaining its own life, and we all need to do that. Some questions now from Twitter. First off, a question from Stephen Harper, who asks, that new Snow White film looked decent until I saw one expression Stewart was in it. Why must they wreck something so good? Well, if you mean the Hollywood by they, then I have no idea. I mean, personally, I don't see why one expression Stewart, for those of you who don't follow my Geek Movie News and my Geek Movie Reviews show, that's Kristen Stewart. That's one of the things that I've pointed out numerous times that she basically has one facial expression she uses for every emotion. Sadly, she's not very good even with that one facial expression. Why they keep putting her in movies, I've no idea. Probably because of the whole shiny vampires versus topless werewolves movies that she was in, and they think that it will sell it to the sort of teen audience. And yeah, that's probably the only reason I can think of, which is sad, because she's not a particularly good actress, and yeah, she's going to probably be an Akira, and I don't want this to happen. So yeah, I think Hollywood just thinks that she's a bankable star, unfortunately, despite the fact that she has one facial expression and she huffs between lines of dialogue and touches her hair a lot. Can't really act. A question now from Becky Sang, who asks, what is your hobby? Now, my hobby, basically, it's hitting on women with really terrible lines while touching their leg. No, wait, that's someone else I know's hobby. My hobby, well, I have quite a lot of them. I collect comic books, I play video games, I obviously watch a lot of movies and a lot of YouTube videos. And one of my big ones, which will help me answer another question that should be appearing on the screen now, is HeroClix. And to explain what HeroClix is a collectible war game which originally was just superheroes, so Marvel, DC heroes, and now it's expanded, so you can have like Street Fighter characters are in it now, Lord of the Rings characters are in it, Gears of War, Halo. They're probably going to further expand it, hopefully to some more superhero characters, hopefully to some more comic book characters like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the future. But yeah, it's a continually expanding range of characters now who can fight it off. And unlike most miniature games, like the sort of Games Workshop ones that a lot of us played, or some of you maybe still do play, you don't need a great deal of money to actually have a decent army. I mean, it is collectible, and if you're like me, you're going to end up with hundreds of them. But yeah, you can spend like 30 quid and have a decent enough sort of force to play, and maybe even play competitively, which is good. The most common type come in these sort of 5-figure boosters, so there's Marvel and DC 5-figure boosters to show you. That's the brand new Marvel set from WizKids, HeroClix, Incredible Hulk, and yeah, I picked up my lot yesterday, and also some Lord of the Rings clicks, but I'm not allowed to have them till Christmas, unfortunately. And basically inside, just to show you what the figures look like, you have these are some clicks figures. So we've got the new super rare Spider-Man there from the Incredible Hulk set, and we've got the Chase hulked up Thor from the same set. So really nice sculpts. You can put them on a shelf or something. They look really awesome, as well as obviously being playable pieces. You have dials, and they're called clicks because you can click the dials so that you reveal the stats. So the stats, there's colours. The colours basically represent all the different powers. Each character also comes with character cards which have like special powers and abilities on. So there's the Spider-Man, there's the Thor one. You can read that. That's a trait. That's a very special power that character has. And yeah, so that's HeroClix, a game of superhero and now sort of video game character combat. Highly recommend it to anyone who is into war games and anyone who's into geek culture, especially as we've got a Star Trek spaceship battles version of HeroClix coming out very soon. A question from Benji Stanley, who asks, why can't cats be allergic to themselves? It's very simple. It's scientific. Cat backwards is tack. Tack can pin something to a board or wall. The Wall was an album by Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd are a British band. Does it need any further explanation? I think not, because that's just science. Right, some questions that were sent via private message on Facebook to me from just a couple of people I know. Okay, a question from Don Baker now, who asks, if you're going to create a band, what would it be like? Well, I would have a musical duet. It'd be me and my friend Dan. We've both got a love of Latino pop music. one of our favourites. We'd have like a Latino pop band, you know, sound a little bit like Ricky Martin and Enrique Iglesias, and we'd call it Puerto Rico. That would be the name of it, Puerto and Rico. And obviously I would be Rico because I am an evil clone of Judge Dredd, and Dan would be Puert because, you know, the letters in Puerto are all in Dan's name. So yeah, it makes total sense, and no one can argue about it. Okay, thanks for watching today, guys. I will at some point get round to doing another episode of Ask Cossy if you do like this episode. Obviously, to show me that you like this episode, you click there on the like button. That shows that you like it. You can obviously comment, you can share this video with all of your friends on Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you wish to share it, watch it a million times. In the description box below my face down there, there is a link to my Facebook fan site and to my Twitter. Next time there is Ask Cossy, that's where you'll be able to send questions to ask me. If you missed yesterday's video, then there's a link just there. You can click out and watch that. If you by any chance missed this week's Geek Movie News, there's a link just there. You click out and watch that as well. If in any way you've missed this amazing acting performance that I was involved in for my friend's Christmas music video, then there's also a link just down here. You can click on that and go and watch that as well. Until tomorrow's Cosmas video, guys, thanks for watching and au revoir.